Okay, hello, right. Time to introduce you to what this is all about. I'm planning on documenting both fully honestly, funny openly, discussing drugs, dosages, ups and downs, highs and lows of my journey from where I currently am to what is basically described as a freak. Of which the results will be unveiled at Body Power 2014. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself to start with. My name's Dave Crosland. I'm 41 years old. I started training when I was 16, trained till I was 24, and then completely detached my left pectoral. Didn't train for 12-13 years. Actually didn't train for probably near 15-16 years, to be honest. About 12-13 years. Started training again 4 years ago. And up to present, I have done, since my comeback, I have done 5 cycles. 4 12-weekers. And then my last cycle, which was a long one, but it was also, I did a lot of experimentation within it. That started in January and finished just over 3-4 weeks ago. The reason for being so long was I was hoping to compete this year and then use that condition as a springboard into this project. But unfortunately, got a very long story short, I wasn't willing to go to the extremes I needed to go to get into contest condition. However, I'm not unhappy with my condition now, and it's not as lean as I'd quite like to be, but it just means I'll have to be a bit tighter with diet going into this bulk. Now, I currently stand 6'1", 320 pounds. I have just somewhere between a 23 and a 23.5 inch arm, 22 inch calf. I have no idea what my thighs are, and my waist is 42 inch. So, I'm a decent lump. I plan, if all goes well, on reaching 25 stone plus, and then doing a quick 6-week hard diet down into Body Power next year. Size-wise, I want push my arms over 24, and I want to push my calves over 24 to match. Now, areas I really need to focus on is my chest. It's extremely weak, due to the injury maybe, but still, it needs a lot of work. My calves and my quads need bringing up to match my upper body. I have pretty good arms, pretty good shoulders, and a pretty wide back. So, overall size everywhere, but predominantly calves, quads is where I really want to bring it up, and chest. Now, to put this in relative terms to sort of weights I'm trying to hit PB-wise, currently my best bench is a 220, but it's a long time since I've done that. So I'd like to get back to that and be consistently hitting that. My current best behind the neck press is a 220 for 3 on a Smith's machine. I did that down at Monster in Cheshunt this year. Again, back to that, hitting it consistently, but on a 3 bar. Squat wise, I want a 340. I want to be repping with 300. Same with the deads. And bent over row, I want to be comfortable with 220 and pushing into 260. I've done a 245 for 3, but they were a bit sloppy to say the least. So they're the sort of size gains and strength gains I'm looking to achieve. Can I do it? Well, we'll soon find out. I think so. I'll tell you one thing, it won't be from lack of trying. I am so motivated and so driven to do this. Size is what I do, putting size on is what I'm best at. So, it's really where I love being. I love pushing hard in the gym. I love growing. And like I say, I think I can achieve it. If not, I'll still be a damn sight bigger than I would have been if I hadn't tried this. And at the end of the day, hopefully people that are following this will enjoy the journey. Now, excuse me by the way, I've just finished training myself, so I'm a bit... I'm not going to go into drugs in this one, though I will be doing another video shortly which will detail my proposed initial cycle. However, I do intend on starting everything October the 1st, and I will run right through till May next year without a break. It's going to be a long cycle, but I tolerate size incredibly well, and I don't feel in any way it should be a problem. Obviously, I'm not full. If I feel my health is compromised, then I will stop or I'll adjust. I'm lucky in that my partner's a medic, so she keeps a good eye on me as well. I don't really know, there's not much else to tell you at this point really. You can follow this on YouTube. There's also a Facebook page, Under Construction The Freak, and a Twitter account, UC The Freak. Sorry, at UC The Freak. You have to bear with me, I'm a bit of a technophobe, and a lot of this stuff I'm struggling to get to grips with, but we'll get there, and hopefully the quality of the videos will improve. They're going to cover stuff like my thoughts on certain things, ups and downs, lows, highs, how I feel, plus training. There will be some training videos, but it's not going to be all training videos. I also want to talk about, emotional side of things. I suffer badly from bigorexia, I'm the first to admit it. Even sitting at 22.5 stone, I feel average. So, I'll document my highs and my lows, the downside of taking the drugs, the upsides of taking the drugs, etc, etc, etc. So, there won't be anything, and I'll answer all questions as honestly and openly as I can. Probably best questions are put on either the Facebook page or the Twitter account rather than on YouTube, but if not, YouTube's fine. And that's about it, really. Not much else to tell you. Training split's going to be a 3-on-1 off, training everything twice a day. I like to train hard and heavy, but not tons and tons of sets, so average large muscle group between 12 and 15 sets, and minor muscle group between 7 and 10 sets. And out of that, on a major, there'll be 3 exercises, and 2 sets of each exercise will be taken to complete failure. I'm very aggressive in the gym. This is not put on for the cameras. This is not put on for show. It's just how I am. Some people find it embarrassing. Some people find it unnecessary. It just works for me. I'm very vocal in the gym. I'm very loud. I'm very aggressive. I like training partners to abuse me, to call me names, to tell me I can't do it, to tell me I'm a waste of space, all that sort of thing, and it just pushes me harder. So like I say, what you see in the vids is me. It is real, nothing staged. I'm not sponsored by any companies, so there's no pressure for me to endorse a certain product or a certain drug. I use what I use because I rate it and because it's what I want to use. I used to be sponsored by SSN, and we had big discussions about this planned project, and it was decided that it was in the best interest of both of us if we parted ways. I still get on with the guy. There is no animosity, there's no falling out or anything like that. In fact, they were a brilliant company to work with, amazingly supportive.